Peace, love, harmony, and a light. What it is, people, what it is, family. This is Chief Kalanago with a quick video. We're gonna get into this. I'm gonna get right to the point. All right. Straightforward, as you know. Always coming to bring the information, giving thanks to the Great Spirit for the continuation of life, giving my ancestors for just always, man, always. They always got my back, asking them for guidance and protection. You feel me? I'm just so honored that they're able to use me as a vessel to do what I do. Want to take the time to say, greetings, peace, and love to each and every one of you. I'm not even going to get into the usual, greetings. I'm just going to say Wagwan, and let's just get into that. All right. Brothers and sisters, people of the world, we are living in some awakening times, and I want y'all to know that once again, which I have already, elaborated on, victory is ours. There's nothing that they can do to stop what's happening. And as you could see, the topic of the video, be very careful out there. All right. They have, agents out there who look like us that they send. You see what I'm saying? And I've been through it before. And reason being is because, you see, I have my Facebook page, right? And it doesn't matter how far down you go into my timeline on Facebook, it's nothing but love, positivity, knowledge, upliftment, exposing the truth to the people. And they don't like that. They don't like that. You see, they would rather me be out there acting like a thug, be in the community, selling drugs, be in the community, gang banging, gun slinging. They would rather me promote that on the internet because, you see, that's not what they're afraid of. They're not afraid of a man that look like me with a gun because they got bigger guns. But they are afraid of a man that look like me that use his own mind. They are afraid of a man like me that know he's a God. So they're trying to entrap me, but it can't work because my ancestors already put me on. So I'm gonna share an inbox that I got from an individual with y'all because I know they're watching, I know they're listening. That's why they gave us Facebook. That's why they gave us YouTube. That's why they gave us Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? That is the new overseer of the plantation. You see, people don't realize that we are still enslaved. And we are actually on a big slave plantation. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're brown, you purple, you green, you white, you black. I don't care what you call yourself. We are all slaves to a system. Period. Now, I know a lot of people, whoa, Chief, what you mean? Well, we are. Anytime you are not free to be who the Creator made you to be, you are living in a world of enslavement. Anytime you need permission to travel anywhere in the world, you are enslaved. That's just facts. Facts over feelings. And once again, I'm not here to appease anybody. I'm just going to bring the truth and nothing but the truth. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all. Okay? But before I share my screen, they tried it one time before. Okay? They sent somebody to my inbox. That time they sent a decorated, all right, well, supposedly so, a decorated sister who looked just like us, all right, in a picture with some type of, it seems like she was in the army or the armed forces or something, but she was in the uniform where it seemed like she works in the capacity of a soldier or something in the forces, right? And then they have a picture next to her husband and like they are this beautiful family, right? I'm getting an inbox from this sister, well, this woman that looked like, in terms of complexion, she looks like us. And the first thing out of her mouth was, good day, Chief Kalanago. I showed you guys this before in one of the bills. I know that you give our people a lot of information, but what I would like to know is, how do I become a sovereign citizen? Now, immediately, my ancestors already gave me the red flag immediately. I keep telling these people I'm on point, and y'all messing with the wrong one. Okay? The ancestors already gave me it was a red flag. So I was like, what you mean sovereign citizen? I don't know what that is. Why don't you go look it up on Google? Oh, well, then the response was, well, oh my God, brother, I thought you was for the people. I thought you have a process to show people how to be sovereign citizens. I would pay anything. I just want to free my family. I said, hey, listen, if you have looked at any of my videos, I have never spoken about me teaching anybody about being sovereign citizens. I've never spoken about my people being sovereign citizens. I've never talked about me having a process to become a sovereign citizen. And they were trying to kind of push the issue to get me to say something. You feel me? When they realized they wasn't getting anywhere, they got mad, okay? And said something and I'm paraphrasing, something to the extent of, I thought you was for our people. Bye. And all of a sudden, the page became inactive, not clickable, can't find the page. So I knew that was a setup. But you see, they're always going to send the people who look like us. That was a setup. I'm here putting posts on Facebook today, just dropping information, dropping knowledge, giving the people things to open up their mind and broaden their thinking beyond the program and the brainwashing. So here comes another inbox. Now, that's what I'm going to share with you right now. Let me share this with you. Share my screen. Okay? Let me share my screen. Here we go. I screenshotted the information. So this came from this brother, all right, Terry White. Now, that came in at 11:18 a.m. Kalanago is diplomatic immunity to us in the United States. Now, as soon as I read that, the ancestors already spoke to me. Chief, that's an agent. You see, people don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get where I'm at. But a lot of them are going to find out. A lot of them are going to find out who I am. I keep telling them they're messing with the wrong one. They're messing with the wrong one. All right? And I'm going to just leave it as that. All right? So I'm getting this message. Kalinago is diplomatic immunity available to us in the United States. Like I said, as soon words have vibration. And when I speak, I always consult with my ancestors. Anybody who send me an inbox, I look at their profile, I look at their faces, and I go into another world to try to read that energy. All right, I got my own ways of doing things. So the ancestors gave me the red flag on this individual. So I said, okay, you know what? Chief, just be who you are and continue to speak the truth that you speak. You don't have to fabricate anything. So I said, immunity is owed to any man / woman who walks / stand in honor. So with that being said, we the people should decide that anything is available if we say it is. I'm going to repeat that again. The question was, no greetings. How you doing, brother? And a lot of them came like that before, but that wouldn't have made a difference. But Kalinago is diplomatic immunity available to us in the United States? I replied, because that message came in at what? 11:18. You see what time I replied? I replied at what? 12:47. Do you know what I did between that time for over half an hour? I spoke to my ancestors because they told me something. And they said, Chief, you know what? Don't respond to that. Meditate on that a little bit. Take your time. And one thing with me, I'm very obedient when my ancestors speak to me. Okay? I replied, I say immunity is owed to any man or woman who walks and stands in honor. And that's facts. That's truth. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, we the people should decide that anything is available if we say it is. That was the first one. Okay? The second part of the conversation was this. He said, That sounds good, but that's not how we got in trouble. I can I operate a casino, sell medical weed, and use diplomatic immunity? The laws of this government hinder us. Is there an alternative? I said, you have the right to do all things and be anything you so choose. Will the so-called powers allow it is a different subject. So, with that being said, no one man / woman is an island. It takes we the people. Then all of a sudden, he said, LOL, that doesn't help. And his page disappeared. No longer active. Now, a lot of you may not see. You may think, well, Chief, that just looked like a regular conversation to me. Well, Chief, don't you get questions like that all the time? Yes, I do. But you see, the energy, and that's why I keep telling y'all, family, the energy, you have to be vibrating on a certain energy to scope these people out. You feel me? It's not what was said. It is the energy that it was said with. And the ancestors gave me that immediately. Okay? I want y'all to know that I am being watched. My phone is being tapped because of what I'm doing. But you see, a lot of y'all don't know that. No, it's not a troll. It is not a troll. It's an agent. Because you see, they want to set you up. They want to create a dossier. They want to create a paper trail of anybody who's giving people information. And they're consistent with it. And they are true about it. They want to create a paper trail to show that you are a terrorist or you are anti-government or that you are a sovereign citizen. That's what they're trying to do. You feel me? But I'm going to repeat myself again. I have never claimed to be a sovereign citizen. I am not a sovereign citizen. I have never claimed to be anti-government. As a matter of fact, I promote government because the United States, by law and by treaties, is supposed to treat me and my people from a government to government basis. You feel me? So I'm going to continue to speak for the government to government basis. I'm going to speak on that, and I'm going to continue to speak on that. Now, when it comes to the whole sovereign citizen BS, I am not a sovereign citizen, but I am a sovereign man. And you know who gave me my sovereignty? My creator, the Great Spirit, gave me my sovereignty. You feel me? And in all the treaties that we signed, even before this government was set up, we signed treaties with Moors, and our people were to remain sovereign people. And when the United States government took over, in other words, the pale man took over, those treaties were still in place. That our people, the indigenous American originals, are supposed to be sovereign on this land. So don't try to play your words with your semantics and try to entrap me. It's not going to work. So whatever profile or case y'all building on me, you got to come better than that. I'm a God. And y'all going to learn. Believe me. So I just want my brothers and sisters to know, don't be reckless on the internet by posting anything and saying anything. Because these people are looking for an excuse to show up at your door to call you a terrorist. Because that's what they do. They are cowards. They're hypocrites. You feel me? They have no power. The power they think they have is an illusion. You give them the power. But they're nothing but cowards. That's all they are. They got big guns and big tanks and they have gangs. They are the biggest gangs. So you're not going to stop me from telling the truth. I'm going to stand on the truth. I'm not spreading propaganda. I'm not spreading lies. I'm not spreading hate. I'm speaking the truth. You think you could entrap me? How can you entrap a man that stands on truth? Because I don't have to think about it. It comes out. It just comes out naturally. Because that's not how my heart is made up. My heart is not based on deception or lies or fabrication. All it sees and speaks is truth. So I will see you when you are coming. That's why I tell people I don't focus on the flesh. I don't focus on that. I don't care what you look like. Because not every skin folk is kin folk. And I would rather stand with a man that look purple or look green than stand with a man that's so-called black that's coming to take me out. I deal with people based on the content based on the intent of their hearts. So I'm asking you, my people, once again, to be very mindful. Okay? Those platforms that we are on, that they gave you, they call social media. Okay? They took over the true concept of what being social is. Being social is me talking to you, me building with you, okay, in person, vibing, in community, in villages, beating the drums, creating circles of discussion. That's what that's what social truly means. But they took that away from us and gave us a social platform. And what does Facebook, what Facebook told you? To speak your mind. What's on your mind? Brothers and sisters, don't give them everything that's on your mind if you're not going to stand on the truth. And even when you stand for the truth, it becomes a problem to the people who stand on lies. The truth will set you free, but sometimes that freedom may come with you losing your physical life. And that is the ultimate sense of true freedom sometimes in this physical world. Y'all have to realize that. Now, I'm not asking anybody to go out there and commit suicide. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. I'm not insinuating that. But I want you to know, okay? I want you to know that sometimes the only freedom that we are going to get under these people and their system is physical death. And I'm going to tell you right now, Chief Kalinago Flying Eagle, I'm not afraid of no physical death. I'm going to continue to speak the truth. I'm going to continue to stand on the truth and do what y'all got to do. I have already won the victory. I'm already victorious. You cannot kill me. I'm immortal. I'm a God. And I'm going to tell you that again. So when y'all see me, y'all got to be afraid. And any one of y'all touch me or bring harm to me, my ancestors are going to make sure you and the next 7 generations of yours will never get to reincarnate again on the face of this earth. Take my word for it. Chief Kalinago has spoken. Y'all think it's a game? So y'all cannot entrap me. I know who exactly I'm sending this message to because they're always in my inbox. They tap in my phones. You cannot hurt a man that has no fear of you. What are you going to do? Pull me into your buildings and do what? Interrogate me, threaten me, beat me up, tie me up, shoot me. What are you going to do? My body is just the flesh. That's just all it is. My body is just the vessel. That's all it is. But the I am in me, the man, you cannot touch that. Cannot touch that. Come on, man. Y'all got people running around afraid of y'all. Come on. Every time they're traveling, they see a little red and blue light, or they hear a little woo woo, they start sweating. Not me. I'm not afraid of you. You're just a man, a flesh being. So let this be a message, man. Stop trying to incriminate me. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And within law anyway, no man could be a witness against himself. So you cannot use my words to incriminate me. Because a man cannot use his own words to incriminate himself. Y'all better stop it, man. Stop. So I'm going to continue to stand on truth. It is not about me. No one man is an island. No one woman is an island. It's going to take the people to stand up against tyranny. Okay? It's going to take the people. And I keep telling people, I am no one's savior. I am no one's leader. Don't make me be your leader, because I'm not going to be a martyr for nobody. I am my own leader. I'm speaking my truth. That's it. And if it resonates with you, I hope you find your truth. And when you bring your truth and I bring my truth and we put it together, then we'll have our truth. But don't let my truth be your truth. That's mine. That's my path. That's my journey. I've already made up my mind. I am willing to endure this physical death, then stand and live my life on lies. And that's just me. I've already made up my mind. I'm going to repeat myself. I've already made up my mind to die a physical death. In other words, my body, my flesh, let it go back to the soil, the dirt, the earth that it belongs. Than to stand here living my life based on lies. I'm not going to do that. Okay? One of the biggest detriments in life is living this beautiful thing we call life and not knowing your purpose. You see, I have found my purpose and I ain't going back. When you have seen the light, you don't want to step back into the dark. That's why you cannot get me to call myself black. I'm not dead. I'm a living man, made in the likeness and image of the great spirit, what you all call God. So therefore I claim it. I am a God. And it's that simple. So y'all cannot entrap me. I know you're listening. And if you're not listening, I know you're listening, because every time Chief Kalanago posts something, it's registered in your system. I already know. But you see, I cannot speak anything else that doesn't resonate with my spirit. I cannot be anything else. That's not me. I could only be me. That's it. And once you have gone through the tunnel and you step out on the other side and you have seen the light, there's nothing that nobody could do to you to enslave your mind again. You feel me? And I want people to realize that we have to stop looking for these heroes and these sheroes. Be your own hero. Be your own shero. Because that's what they do. You see, they allow you to glorify one man and one woman. Make that one woman and that one woman the head. And then the people invest all their emotions and feelings into that one individual. And then they say, you know what, it's time to pull the plug. And then they pull the plug. And all of a sudden, everybody what? The whole body fall because they took the head out. But you see me? No, I don't want to be nobody's head. You feel me? What's more imperative is the fact that we all need to be the head. I want to expose you to things so that you see for yourself that you are a leader. You are a chief. You are a God. You are the head. So let us refocus and re-strategize. Instead of having many bodies and one head, let's switch it around and have one body and many heads. So when they take one head out, we have another 2 million heads they have to cut out. That's how you get victory, because that's how they do it. Everybody else does it that way. Okay? Everybody else. The Jews got one body, many heads. The Arabs got one body, many heads. The Africans come here. They have one body, many heads. The Irish has one body, many heads. The Scottish, even the $5 Indians, they got one body but many heads. It's called the BIA. Okay? But every time the so-called black man in this land called America stand up, it's always a problem. It's always a problem. Why are we such a threat to y'all? Why is that? Why do you want to continue to keep us in the dark? Why do you want to do that? We are the only ethnic group on this planet whose identity has changed 8 times. Why is that? What? Tell me. What is it about us that got you so afraid? What is it about us that got you sweating? What is it about the so-called African American? What is it about us? And I said so-called because I'm not African American. But what is it about us, the deep brown men and women, the heavy melanated men and women in the Americas, particularly the United States? What is it about us that got you so shook? When you know that America could only be great again when the original man of this land and original man of this woman, and the original woman of this land, they are great again. That's the only way America could be great again. In fact, the only way the world can be great again is when the original man and woman of the Americas are restored. And you know this, man. That's why you see, you can't get rid of us, but you want to contain us. You cannot contain us, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. And there is going to come a time when our people are going to rise and we're going to have so much love for each other. When you touch one, you touch all. The time is nigh. And it's happening right now when I put that out there in the universe, that these words shall touch every being and let it manifest in the flesh. And it's going to happen. And I said it, and so shall it be. We are not going to allow y'all to control us anymore. This is our land. This is our home. Period. Point blank. Imagine me coming into your house, okay, where your children are at, where you have always been, and coming into your house and you invited me as a stranger. You fed me, you clothed me, you bathed me. And then 500 years later, I'm telling you, this is not your house. Oh, well, you got to go. Or you got to pay rent in your own house. Or you got to buy food in your own house. We are tired of doing that. Okay? We are not going to stand for that anymore. And it's that simple. It's that simple, man. Come on, man. I'm going to share my page and just my Facebook page and just show you some of the things that I've been sharing on my Facebook platform. Because you see, when you have one of these social platforms and you on there promoting things that's derogatory, when you are there promoting things, okay, that's destroying your people, when you are there promoting things that's disrespecting your women, your brothers and sisters, you see, they don't mind that. You are never violating their standards, all right? It's called their standards. Their standards and not our standards. Our standards are a whole lot more elevated than theirs. Because you see, they will allow you to call your brother a nigger. They will allow you to call your sister a bitch. They will allow you to say, I'm going to take a gun and I'm going to pop that nigga in his head. They will allow you to do that. But the moment you step up and say, brother, you are a god. Sister, you are a god. All of a sudden, you are violating their standards. That's the kind of people that we are dealing with. So y'all better recognize and stop playing these games. Okay? I keep telling y'all it's time to unite. Let us stop playing the games, man. And once again, I don't care what nobody looks like. I don't care if you're purple, green, orange, white. I don't care what you call yourself. As long as your energy is right. That's it. I'm going to call you my brother. I'm going to call you my sister. I don't care what nobody say. Like I said, that's my life. That's my path. That's my journey. And I'm not asking anybody to agree with me. And that's just me. Because you see, it's only what separates us is the flesh. I don't care what it took to create that flesh. Because that's just what it had to be. But the innate man and woman within that being, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I want to get to know. That's who I want to roll with. I don't want to roll with what you assume to be. I don't want to roll with what you think you are. I want to roll with what you know you are. I want to roll with the real you and not the mask that you put on. You see, the skin is just a mask. It's an illusion. It's not real. And we spend so much time focusing on the flesh. We spend so much time looking at each other from a different lens. But when you look at it, you all got to go to an eye surgeon to correct your vision. So all I see is the I and I. And if the I and I ain't right, then me not ramp with it. Meaning that I don't want to mess with it. You feel me? Let me just share my screen again. And I'm going to go to my Facebook page and just show you some of the things that I've been sharing. Because like I said, I'm consistent. All right? I'm consistent with the message, with what's real. You feel me? I'm consistent with the message and what's real. And that's what they don't like. Once again, they would rather me be on Facebook, degrading, cursing, debating. You feel me? Causing division, even going around breaking real laws by harming people and damaging people's property. You see, that's what they want, because once you are doing that, then they have a job. You feel me? But once you decide to live in honor and tell the truth, they don't like that. They don't like that. So they want to set you up so they could wet you up. That's what they want to do. But like I said, my ancestors got me, man. My ancestors got me, and y'all cannot put fear in me, man. You can't do that. You can't. So this is some of the things I've been sharing on my Facebook, right here. Okay. So I have let me just show you a couple of posts. Well, I just did that 51 minutes ago. In life, you may have to give up all your possessions in order to find your true self. Only when you have found self, you will have it all. What do you mean by this, Chief? Because you see, we don't realize that all the illusions that they're giving us, the physical possessions, they have people in Hollywood, and you have to please these people to become a star. When the truth of the matter is, you're already born a star. We created stars. We are the stars. But we are allowing people to determine when we get our starship. But my brothers and sisters, you came here on a starship. So you don't need their validation to put your star in the ground. You see, their stars is in the ground, but your star is where? Shining bright in the sky. So rise above all that and be the star that you are. Stop looking for man and women's validation of who you truly are. I'm going to tell you again, may I reiterate, you are a God manifest in the flesh. And we're not going to play the semantics with the word God. I am talking about the great spirit, the all, the intelligence, the universal mind. You are an extension of that. So therefore you are that. That's in you. So in life, you may have to give up all your possessions, and I'm talking about your physical possessions, in order to find your true self. And it's only when you have found your true self, you will have it all. That's where true victory comes in. And we all can be victorious, but you have to find your truth. You have to find self. Let us go to the next one. I stated, it's just my opinion. I think my people need to do some spiritual searching and healing before we can heal the flesh. We are blinded by worldly things while we ignore our higher self. The higher self is screaming, stop, be still. But there are too many distractions. That was supposed to be too many distractions. I will correct that. Within, so we cannot hear our higher self. But hey, what do I know? Because you see, I'm only speaking my truth. You feel me? And as a people, or just people in general, we have to seek the healing of the mind first. Because once you heal your mind, you see, the mind is spiritual. And once you have healed your mind, you have gone through a holistic process of healing your mind. Then you are able to heal your flesh, because your words come from your thoughts, and your thoughts are hosted in your mind. I'm going to repeat that. Your words come from your thoughts, and your thoughts are hosted in your mind. Your mind and your thoughts are not the same. But when you have those thoughts and you put it out there in the ethers, it does what? It impregnates the ethers, and then it becomes a reality. Hence, the word become flesh. So we have to work on our mental state. We have to work on that mental dis-ease. Everybody's worried about that physical cancer. Everybody's worried about that physical diabetes. When the truth of the matter is, once you heal your mind, then you have nothing to worry about in the flesh. Because no longer will your body or your physical vessel be dis-ease. Because now you have healed your mind. Your mind has become holistic once more. Hence the word whole. So we have to go through the process of renewing the mind. So once you have renewed the mind, you will renew your body. Because wherever the mind goes, the body will what? The body will follow. And when a man or a woman has made up their mind that they are free within the mental capacity of their mind. And when I say mental capacity, I'm not talking about that 10% that they tell you that's all you could access. No, I'm talking about your unlimited potential mental capacity. That's what I'm talking about. Know that you are God. Today is actually Sunday. And when I say Sunday, meaning that the sun is out. Every day is Sunday once the sun is out. How many millions of people you got in a building right now looking for a church? And look, right now we have in church. Just me and you and everybody else that's connected to this bill right now. Because you see where church is? Church is in the heart and in the mind. You don't have to be in a building where collection plates are passed. Well, I do have the cash app, but you know what I'm talking about. The point is, you're not obligated. Okay? You don't have to have a membership. It's free. And if you're willing to support, thank you. But if you don't, I'm not going to hold any grudges. But these organizations, they have memberships. And if you don't pay your 10%, you cannot be part of the club. But you tell me that's church. And even the Bible, in your Bible, it speaks against that. So I'm saying renew your mind to renew your vessel. It is that simple. Let's go to the next one I posted. I said, by 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the ocean. We got to get back control of our earth. That's a fact. People are so distracted. They don't realize what's happening around them. Okay? I keep telling people that Mother Earth is going to purify herself, whether you like it or not. Mother Earth is going to purge herself, whether you like it or not. You feel me? And if she have to destroy everybody on this earth to start all over again, she will do just that. Because she has done it before. Why do you think in the first chapter of Genesis it said what? Be fruitful and multiply, and then what? Replenish the earth. Why do you think they have re in front of plenish? Because that means it was done before. And whatever people that was here, we messed it up. We didn't get the message. So Mother Earth had to what? Purge everybody out and then start all over again. And that's what she'll continue to do until we get this message. And the message is of oneness. Let us stop focusing on the flesh. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So we have been through this journey on many occasions. Okay? You, me, us, I, we, whatever we use, we are just an extension of the all, meaning that we are one, but we are duplicating ourselves millions and billions of times. Everybody that you see is a reflection of you, as a different characteristic of your own self. But you see, some people are too blinded to see that. Blinded by hate. The same hate that put us in that situation that we're in right now. But we got to help Mother Earth, or else she's gonna help herself, one way or the other. The next one I post was what? So if animals don't enslave each other or allow others to enslave them, why isn't that the case with men and women? Now, isn't that a fact? Animals are only enslaved when they're domesticated. But animals by nature are free. I don't see other animals enslaving other animals. I don't see other animals allowing other animals to enslave them. No, because you see, they understand, they understand and overstand the natural law of self-preservation. If you attack me, I'm going to attack you back. I'm going to defend myself. There's nothing wrong in defending yourself. Even in the Bible, Jesus told what? The allegorical Jesus, and I'm saying allegorical to put it in perspective. The allegorical Jesus, Yeshua, whatever, Heru, whatever you want to call that entity, said in the Bible, he told his disciples to go sell your garments and pick up the sword. In other words, everyone has a right to be armed for self-preservation. It's in the Bible. That is the Second Amendment. Oh, y'all didn't know, huh? But I'm just giving y'all the information. I didn't create it. Well, actually, I'm part of the creative process, so to speak. All right? Here's another one I post. So if Jewish people supposedly owns everything. Now, I'm just saying supposedly because that's what I've heard. They own the courts, the police, the banks, the politicians. Why is that no one is holding them accountable? Because you see, everybody's always blaming everything else. Gun don't kill people. People kill people. So when a gun goes off, I don't see nobody blaming the gun. You blame the person that triggered the gun. So why is everybody missing the big picture and not paying attention to who own all the banks? Who own Hollywood? Who own all the newspapers? There goes the source of everything that's happening. But nobody don't want to talk about it. You know why? Because you're afraid that what? Your channel might get deleted. They might put you on 30-day suspension because they control it. So you cannot speak your truth. You cannot say anything about Jews, or else they're going to show up at your door. But it's okay to say anything about the so-called black man. It's okay to call him a nigger. It's okay to call him a thug, a deadbeat, a criminal. It's okay to do all that. Because you see what? We don't control our environments. We don't control our lives. You don't even control your mental. Hence, you have governmental. Your mental is being governed by people who are not even part of our culture. Okay, we don't share the same culture. They have their own villages and they have their own systems. But anytime we step up to self-determined, which is every right of every man and woman, then all of a sudden we are deemed criminals. And if y'all cannot open your mind and see what's going on, and y'all want to continue to play the individual games, then you know what? That's fine. Do you. All right? Do you. Let us go to the next one that I posted earlier. Common population definition for an urban area, city or town range between 1,500 and 50,000 people, with most of the U.S. states using a minimum between 1,500 and 5,000 inhabitants. Some jurisdictions set no such minimum. See, if this is an actual fact, I was supposed to put C, but anyway, you know, sometimes when I type, I'm kind of rushing things, right? But which is a fact. Why aren't we creating our own? In other words, creating our own jurisdiction, because every other ethnic group are allowed to do it. You have Jewish communities, you have Arab communities, literally all over Indian country, which is all of the Americas. You have a Chinatown. Okay? You have Italian communities. You have Irish communities. The Mormons got their own communities. I mean, I'm just saying. All it takes is about 1,500 people to form your own community. And that's not even a stipulated criteria, meaning that it is, you know, in some jurisdictions is not so much. But you get to decide that though. So literally 100 people, 200 people, 250 people could come together and create their own city. And create your own municipality. That's our right. That's our right as the indigenous original people of this land. Okay, because there's no court on the face of this earth that could tell us we cannot do that. We are not allowed to do that, because then we would have to call everybody else out. Okay, we would have to call everybody else out that has done it. So why is it illegal or unlawful for us to do it? And this is our home. This is our land. We were the first ones here. We have always been here. So you see, that's what they don't like. They don't like people that think for themselves. They want slaves. That's what they want. Sheep. People who just say, okay, yes, master. You said it, so it is. I am no one's slave, man. What's the next one that I post? The next one I post was what? That was 3 hours ago. If any of you had the opportunity to have a one-to-one with Bush, Obama, or Trump, what would you ask? A lot of people had comments, got about 40 comments, and everybody said what they would ask or what not. But you see, I post this thing so it could open up your mind. And I think one individual gave to me the answer that I was actually thinking of. I wouldn't say the right answer because none of them was wrong or right. But to me, the one that I was thinking of was, you know what? I wouldn't ask them anything. I would actually go to Congress. Because you see, we have to come to the realization that the president is not the ones making the decisions. The decisions are put on his desk. You are dealing with a system that has 3 branches of what they call governments. You have the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Okay? The legislative branch, they are the ones that bring the bill to the floor. Okay? And then you have the executive branch. Once there's a consensus or a vote that, okay, it's going to be a law, then it's executed. And then you have the judicial that enforces the execution. But you see, what a lot of people don't know is after a president is elected, okay, then there's another vote that happens behind the scenes where Congress get to pass all these bills that are being legislated, and then it has to be executed. All right? So we have to get into a position or a realm of making sure that when these bills are being passed, we have to be at the table when the legislations are taking place. You see, for you have to understand the game of politics. So here you are blaming Obama, Trump, and Bush, and all these presidents, when the truth of the matter is they're not the one calling the shots. So that was the reason why I posed that question. The next one. I said, I'm a man of my word. I will pay anyone $2 million who can tell me what do animals call Mother Earth, and they could prove it. Now, many people gave many answers, but for the most, it had over 119 comments. All right, and I just posted about 4 hours ago. Everybody gave great comments. All right, but the general consensus was nothing. And that was the answer that I was looking for. Animals don't call Mother Earth anything. All they do is just be. That's it. They just be in. Be in what? Be in existence. Be in life. That's all. But you see, for some reason, we call ourselves the most sophisticated form of beings and the most intellectual form of beings. But even animals get the things that we don't get. Hence the reason why they came before us. Because for some reason they get it. I don't see animals paying rent. I don't see animals buying food. I don't see animals enslaving each other. So why are we here spending so much time about what was Earth called or what was America called? What difference does it make? I mean, I give the information because people are seeking the information, but I want to get beyond all that, all the labels. People is the labels that separate us. That's it. So do you think when an animal is running out there in nature, freeing up itself, do you think a lion going around talking about roar, roar, Earth is called rough? No. It doesn't do that. Do you think when a cow goes moo, you think the cow is talking about the land of moo? Do you think when a cat goes meow, do you think that it's talking about the earth is called meow? Come on, man, and I'm not trying to be funny. It may be a little bit hilarious, but all I'm just saying is they are just in nature. That's it. Just to be. And once the number one, again, law of nature, you don't mess with me, I'm not going to mess with you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. As long as you respect me, I'm going to respect you. Just be. It is that simple. It's not complicated. Lauryn Hill said it best. It could all be so simple, but we rather make it hard. Because you see, we are so indoctrinated. Oh, now it's called this. Oh, no, it's this, it's that. Man, listen, this earth has been here for so many millions and billions of years. Nobody know what it was called. In fact, shoot, you don't even know what you were called. But you want to argue about what earth was called. Ask yourself what you were called, 200,000 years ago. You don't know. But all of a sudden, you're an expert on what earth was called or what America was called. Come on, man. Or what Africa was called. All those things are labels to separate us from seeing the bigger picture that we are one. The next one. I said 5 hours ago, I will pay anyone $1 million if they can show me what is black love, white love, yellow love, blue love, green love. Time to stop the madness. I'm going to keep beating the beast down until y'all get it. It's only our people that always want to put everything in a color. That's why they treat you, with the color of law. Because to you, everything is about a color. Black love. What the hell is black love? I didn't know love had a color. What is black love? How come I don't hear Caucasians talking about, oh, well, you know what? Man, we got white love. I don't hear Asians talking about, oh, well, we got yellow love. So why do our people always have to colorize everything? Stop being a color in a crayon box, man. What is black love? What the hell is black love? First of all, black is supposedly a color. That's debatable. But let's just say for now, it's a color. Love is something that you cannot see. So how the hell do you know love is black? I mean, is it just me? Or maybe Chief Kalanago is bugging? Because I'm trying to, man, listen, whoa. Woo. What is black love? Black love is the best love. What you mean? What? Well, until we have black love, what is black love? Why can't we just love? And again, if we go look at the etymology of love, we'll see exactly what it is. As a matter of fact, you know what, Chief? Why not just go look at the etymology of love? Let us go look at that. Give me a second here. Let's go look at let's go look at the etymology of love. Like I said, this English language, man. It's English language. I guess it is what it is, man. Etymology of love. We are looking at the etymology of the word. The etymology of a word is the origin of the word. Supposedly that the word was evolved from, right? So let's go look at the etymology of the word love. All right? Love, noun, feeling of love, romantic sexual attraction, okay? Affection, friendliness, the love of God. Now, what type of sick stuff is that? Huh? Now, normally, when you go look at the etymology of the word, the first part of the meaning is the origin of the word. That's what it was meant. In other words, that's what it was evolved to be. Feeling of love, romantic sexual attraction, affection, friendliness, but yesterday talk about the love of God. So what you trying to tell me? The love of God is what? A romantic sexual attraction? Or every time I tell you I love you, is that what's supposed to be in my mind? A romantic sexual attraction? But yet still that is the etymology of the word love. So this is what the English language has done. So everybody have to equate love with sex. Romantic feelings. Oh, now you cannot love this person because for you to love them, you got to be born in them. You see, that's the English language for you. But once again, what do I know? Sometimes maybe I'm just talking, right? But there's no such thing as black love. We got to get away from all the foolishness, family. We got to get away from that. And it really irritates me when I see people continuously promoting the ignorance and the foolery. And when you tell people that they're ignorant, they take it personally. I tell people, if I'm ignorant, that's okay. If I'm willing to seek the truth, then it's okay to be ignorant, because all ignorant means is the lack of knowledge. But because they're so much in their feelings, they become defensive and even become disrespectful. I had to block a lot of people because of that. When me myself, I'm making the statement that I'm ignorant to a lot of things. I don't know how to fly a plane, so I'm ignorant to flying planes. All ignorant means, family, is the lack of knowledge. So why do we take it personal when people say some of the things that we post, it stems from ignorance? But to me, the problem is not ignorance. The problem is stupidity. Okay? What is stupidity? In my opinion, is when you are ignorant and you are exposed to the truth and you continue to dwell in ignorance, then it becomes stupidity. And that's just my opinion. I'm not asking you to agree with me. But anyway, I'm going to share a few more and then I'll stop sharing my screen. All right? 5 hours ago, I said, grand rising and positive vibes to all the ascending gods. Because if we are all gods, you could either be ascending or descending. So I'm making sure I'm addressing the ascending gods. I want to raise the vibrations of the people. All right? I call you gods because ye are gods. Let's learn to call each other by our higher self again. Okay? What else did I post? I'm just going to do one or a couple more, and then I'll stop sharing my screen. All right? All right. Okay, I showed that already. Oh, I was trying to, give them a little, show them the fight live last night, but they cut it off. So, they said, hey, I'm sharing stuff. I don't have the authority to share. So they deleted the video. But anyway, Jones won the fight. All right. And then I'm going to just do this final one here for you, and then I'll stop sharing my screen. All right. That was 15 hours ago. I am trying to find a reason to celebrate Black his story month. Now you see how I wrote that, and it was done intentionally. Black. Okay? Black or his story. Because all we are living is from the perspective of the ideologies of his story. And I'm trying to open up your mind so that we could find our own story and change his story to our story. But first, you got to stop being stop lacking of who you are. Okay? Give them back their blackness. I continued. I just cannot find anyone in the Americas whose complexion is black. I cannot find any place in America called black. Now, somebody posted that there was. Like I said, I don't know. But I'm certainly sure the people didn't call themselves black. I tried, but I will not promote or condone the ignorance and foolishness. You cannot rock with the truth. See yourself out, because I will not let up on speaking facts. Our children deserve better than what a lot of you selfish adults are giving them. Stop being 3/5 human. Stop being dead in this system. Every time you get pulled over by an officer, you are presumed dead in law, guilty even before you got pulled over. When you enter into a court of law, you are presumed dead on arrival, DOA, guilty even before the judge says guilty. Don't ask me to ease up on the truth. That was supposed to be I was raised with tough love. stand on truth, never die with lies. Okay? See, that's what I stand for, and that's what they don't like. They would rather you be on the internet degrading people. All right? They would rather you be on the internet tearing your brother and sister down. You see, that's what they like to do. Sit back and laugh at us when we do that. But once we start connecting, once we start building, once we start loving each other again, then it becomes a threat. But it's okay for everybody else to do it except us. So if you don't realize that's all we have is us, every other ethnic group comes together against us. And if we don't realize that, then we are going to continue to have a continuous sad awakening. Every time you get out of your bed, you're going to be living in nightmare. Okay? There's something about the American man and the American woman. I'm talking about the originals. It's something about us that they're afraid of. And they will do anything in their power that we are not restored. But you see, that is not in their hands. They cannot control our fate. All right? They cannot control our destiny. Because it's already written that we shall be and we will be restored. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your continuation. I ask that our ancestors and the Great Spirit continue to guide you and protect you. And anyone who lays a hand, a finger to hurt you, may our ancestors deal with them and their 7 generations. Okay, we got to stop forgiving people who sit around and hurt us intentionally. Okay, we got to stop that because we are violating the laws of nature. We are violating the laws of the universe because the universe says that anything that you sow, that's what you will reap. But if you're going to forgive the farmer for planting bad seeds to produce bad fruits, then the universe will forgive them. And those bad seeds and those bad fruits will manifest. So stop forgiving people who are hurting us intentionally. All that Jesus said, turn the other cheek stuff. Nah, we got to stop doing that. Okay? In the Bible, it says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And the Bible is in every court. So what they're trying to tell me, the Bible is lying? Come on, man. Got to stop it, man. Got to stop it. Anyway, I'm about to conclude this build. Once again, for those of you who want to support, but I just want y'all to know what's going on. All right? That these people, they're watching me. They're trying to set me up, but you cannot incriminate, you cannot do anything for me to incriminate myself because everything that I'm talking about is true. It's in the laws. It's in your United States codes. It's within Supreme Court laws. It's within universal laws. It's in the Bible. So everything that I say, I stand on truth. So y'all cannot set me up. But I just want y'all to know they trying to set me up. But it's not going to happen. Or at least if they make an attempt to, it wouldn't be substantial. You did. And that's it. All right. So I appreciate, love you guys, man. And like I said, I'll talk to you guys another time. Be good to each other, continue to love each other. And remember that we are all we got. All right. We are all that we got. Nobody else. And stop promoting hate. Okay. I'm asking you guys. All right. Stop promoting hate. Stop dealing with people because of the way they look. Deal with people based on the intent or the content of their hearts. Stop hating people, man. Stop. If you so choose to do that, that's on you. All right? But that's not my ammo. You feel me? That's not my ammo. And anybody who's willing to stand on truth, stand for what's righteous, then I'll stand with them. And it's that simple. You know what I mean? That's just my philosophy. That is just my own ideologies. All right? I cannot ask you to share my sentiments. If it resonates with you and you want to share it, that's fine, by all means. But I don't have any hate in my heart. Period. Even for the people who have wronged me. In fact, more people who look like me have wronged me than people who don't look like me that I know of. And I have forgiven. All right? I have forgiven for me, to make me whole, to make me better. You feel me? But if I know someone is sitting around premeditating to hurt me intentionally, then there's no forgiveness. Now, that's what I'm not going to forgive. But if somebody hurt me and it wasn't intentional, people make mistakes. The flesh is flawed. The vessel is flawed. You see, we are perfect in an imperfect body. The I am in you is perfect. And the body is actually imperfect, but perfect at the same time, because that's what it was meant to be. So we are perfect in an imperfect body that's perfect, if that makes sense. So the body could make mistakes. So yes, people could hurt us, and it may not be intentional. It could be because of what they were taught, the way they were raised, but education is the key. So all I'm just saying is love, to be loved. But when people hurt you intentionally, they got to pay the price. It is that simple. That's how the universe works. All right? And that's right. No weapon formed against me or us shall prosper. We are victorious. I'm thankful, I'm honored, giving thanks to my ancestors, asking for continued guidance and protection, and asking the Great Spirit to continue to shine the light on me. All right? We'll talk soon. I'm out. Peace.